Okay, good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Thanks for joining the purpose session this morning, this evening. It's morning where I am. I know it's evening where some people are. Where our guest is, it's afternoon. So thank you so much for joining. I want to see who is here. If you're here, please let me know you are here. I'm looking to welcome some people. This today we're talking about how to start a successful business. Thank you. Yeah, I can see two people have joined me. Thank you so much. Thank you. You are most welcome. We're going to have Victoria show me this morning. So you are most welcome. Thank you, Ma. You are most welcome. You are most welcome. You are most welcome. So we have this today. We have Victoria show me joining us. The screen was playing up, but we're on track. So before I bring you up, good morning, sister. You are most welcome. So I'm
Thank you.
going to introduce our guest today. Thank you, everyone, for joining me. Thank you. We have Pastor Adeshayo Adelowo joining us. We have someone from Toronto joining us. Good afternoon. Yeah, you are in Toronto. Hello. And Victoria Shomi is joining from She's from Houston, so it's 1 p.m. over there, isn't it? So
Yes, it
thank you.
is.
I know it's interesting. And Dr. Adelowo is in New Zealand, so it's like 6 a.m. or 5 a.m. So thank you so much for joining us. Okay, let's just jump on and start. So before I hand it over to our guest, I just want to introduce her. She's been such a blessing to me. We met in Texas at a conference at
Yes.
the next conference, and we connected ever since, and she's been such a blessing to me. And so today she's going to be sharing from her heart, you know, and then we'll talk about. So let me just read her bio before I get her to do an informal introduction of herself. Thank you everyone that's been joining. Thank you for joining. So Victoria Shomi is a certified coach, speaker, and a trainer with John Maxwell team. She's specifically an achievement and a leadership coach. Her passion is to help individuals unleash their potentials and be the best possible version of themselves, and to help organizations achieve their aims and objectives while standing out among others. Victoria has spent 14 years in the health care as a registered nurse. She holds a Master's of Science in Nursing and an MBA. She is the owner and CEO of Zenith Case Management and Consulting Services. She's the author of a life transforming book. I agree, The Power of Resilience.
Thank
She
you.
is the co-founder of the Destiny Star Ministries International, which she co-founded with her husband, and she ministers alongside him, Pastor Benga Shumi, and she's the mother of 3 children. But one thing I did say is she also has something else called the 90-Day Achievers Journal. So she
Yes.
also has that as well. So please help join me this today, let me not say this morning, this afternoon, this evening, as we welcome Victoria Shumi. You are most welcome.
Thank
You're most
you.
welcome.
Thank you, sis. Thank you for having me. It is an honor to be here and with Women of Purpose. So thank you for, putting this platform together to empower and enrich other women's life. And it's been an amazing journey connecting with you. So I want to thank God for that journey. Thank God for bringing us together like-minded. And I'm truly honored to be here this time whenever people are watching. So I'm truly, truly honored to be here. Thank you for having me.
Oh, hi, Colin. Let's say, I just want to say hello to our listeners. Hello, Linda. Hello, Colin. Hello, everyone else joining. So it is a honor for us to have you as well. So I'm going to let you jump on board and just go ahead and just give us what you have for us today. Just
All
go ahead.
right. So thank you so much. Yeah, like she has said, I'm into business and also into ministry. I co-pastor with my husband here in a local church here in Houston, Texas, Destiny Star International Church. But today, this session, towards the end, I hope we have some time to be able to do Q&A, so at least I can answer some questions. We're talking about how to start a profitable business. how to start a profitable business. And if you can agree with me, year 2020 has shown us a lot, and we have learned so much this year. And I can tell you, this is one of the years that if you really want to start something, this
Hmm.
is the time. This is actually the time to do it. I always tell people, like, understanding the times and knowing what to do is very, very crucial, especially if you are being led by God. Understanding the times, being very sensitive to the things around you, and then knowing what to do. Wisdom from that, knowing what to do, how to kind of like connect yourself with what is going on around you and be able to take advantage of that. I personally, I have been building business. I ventured into business around age 14. And I will share briefly with you about my story so you can understand where I am coming from and what gives me the passion to do what I do. Probably around age 13, age 14, I was born and raised in Nigeria, so West Africa. Around age 13, 14, I mean, it was a time in my life, some things were going on with family here and there, and I happened to be left alone. For those who lived in Nigeria, you may understand I happened to live alone. My mom moved to another place, also some family issue. So I was living alone at age 13 or 14. This was in the 90s, okay, 94, 93, 94, because I finished high school 96. So in that, we live in a very big compound, like an apartment building here, not so big as apartment, but so we have like different neighbors, different people living, having like their own separate living unit. So I lived in one of the rooms, but you can imagine as a 13 or 14-year-old then having no support. I need to be able to take care of myself, like feeding, basically feeding. I was going to school, but I need to eat because there is no support from anybody. I don't even know how to reach my parents. So I mean, unlike these days where you have cell phone, email, where you can do cash app, none of those. I was like so totally disconnected from them. I mean, this was a couple of years, right? So I have to say, okay, what can I do? Victoria, else you're gonna die of hunger. But what I had then in the room that my mom left, I mean, before she left, there was a refrigerator in my room. Okay, I have a refrigerator in the house. I'm like, okay, what can I do with this? And based on the environment and weather in Nigeria, precisely Ondo, if you know Nigeria very well, Ondo was pretty warm. So what I would do, I would get something similar to like a Ziploc bag, and I will put water inside, just regular water, and I will tie it, and put it in the refrigerator to cool down. And at the end of the day, towards the evening, after I come back from school, it's a little bit warm. I would take it and take it to like a bus stops, different stations where there is traffic, and I will sell. So each one is like is 1 naira, so kind of say like $1. So that is how much I sell there. Sometimes I can sell five pieces, like $5 or maybe more, depending on the weather. And some of the challenges I face then, the power, unlike here, guys, okay? Here in the Western world, you have 24-hour electricity. I mean, except if there is an issue or something. So power wasn't consistent. So there'll be days that there is no power. And you can imagine that was my only source of income. That was the only thing I depended upon. When there was no electricity, nothing, I could not make money. When the water is a little bit damp and people are not going out, they're not so thirsty to buy water to drink, I'm not making money. So, but in between, I look for some business women who are making soaps, making lotion. I'll be helping them, but things were not so great this particular time. So one day I was going to go to school. It was probably Wednesday or Thursday. It was damp. It was cool in the morning, and I had no food. Okay, I had nothing to eat. So I know I have in our place we have something we call gari. So gari, you can soak it in water and just drink like that, or you can use hot water to make it warm. But then use like what we call stew or sauce to go along with that. So I had nothing, and it was cold. It was a little bit damp in the morning, and I went to one of the women in the compound, like we say. I said, please, ma'am, can you give me some warm food to eat this morning? And she told me, she said, oh no, Victoria, I didn't have anything to give you. Wow. So that really hit me so hard that day. Something will happen to you that will cause you to think deeper and cause you to a point that you tell yourself, I got to do something. Life cannot continue like this. So when she said no that early morning, I went into my room and I cried. And prior to that, I mean, you have seen someone, parents not there, I've been able to survive. I don't even care, but that no, that morning kind of like hit me very hard. It hit me in a way like, wow, it was like when you've been run over by a truck and I really felt the pain, the agony. And I told myself, like, this will be the last time I would ever beg for food. That is, I think I'm 14. I said this will be the last time I will ever beg for food. And I prayed to God. I said, God, when I grow up and have children and become a mother, I want to have enough sufficiency to be able to take care of my children. I wouldn't want any of my child to go through what I went through, to be in a position where their food, just food, they have to depend on somebody. So that was what I told myself that fateful morning. And when I got to school, I got myself together and I was heading out. And then she called me like, oh, Victoria, come, I have something. I'm like, oh, never mind. I've taken care of myself. But I got to school because of that situation and because I really wanted a change. I don't want that incident to repeat itself again. So I got to school, I share with few of my friends. People know me that I'm alone, that nobody, those who know me know. Some people even think I'm an orphan. I'm like, no, I'm not. But whatever you think, I mean, I don't even see my parents anyway, so it doesn't even matter. So people know me. So one of my friends, I told her, because we're very close, and she's been very, very supportive. She was like, well, Victoria, I can introduce you to another woman in the town who has a very big company, and you can work with her. She will pay you good money. I said, really? I said, yeah, I would love to. Anything that will be, at least I'll be able to get something consistent and be able to take care of myself. And she introduced me to this woman big in town who was selling something similar to lollipop, no, a popsicle, I would say. Popsicle, we call it like an ice thing there, because it's like a flavor water, and they put like in a Ziploc, they kind of seal it and it's frozen. And kids, everybody love that. It's like like equivalent of $1. So I went to the woman and I started. And when I started, she would give to me like a dozen, 12 for price of 10. So if I sell 10, 12, a dozen, then I make $2. And because it's so sweet, sugary, kids, adults, everybody loves it. I'm telling, I mean, it just changed the landscape of what I was doing at the time. There will be day I can sell about 12 dozens, 24 dozens. One day I can make 60 naira because I would take about 20 dozen 3 times. And when I go to the market, I sell. So then instead of me not working every day, I just do one Saturday, 3 runs, and I make money that will last me the whole week and for two weeks or for a lot of time. Big money. So that is what led me to business, because I do not want to be in a situation where I'm totally dependent on somebody for my livelihood. God has given each of us the ability to make money. And that is why I want to share. I just wanted to know, that is why I'm so passionate, that I have been doing business since then, over 25 years now, I would say. And that has helped me to shape how I see things. And I'm going to be sharing things with you. I have something I put together. If you're interested, let me know. I can email it to you. It's something I put together. So one of the reasons why I will start with why you should have a business. I mean, from my story, you should know why you should start a business, because or else you are restricted. If you don't have a business, you are restricted. And year 2020, a lot of people were working for someone were let go. Some people, their hours were cut down. Some people were actually laid off. Year 2020, we've seen that. So, but if you have something if you have something on the side, if at all it's not your full-time business, but something is coming in, so that is one of the things you should start. And I have a Bible verse here, and I will read it for you. And this is the book of Luke chapter 19. This is actually a story of Jesus giving an illustration. Luke chapter 19, verse 37, 19:13. Sorry, Luke 19:13, and I think this is amplified version. And it says, "So he called 10 of his servants and gave them 10 minas, one apiece, each equal to about 100 days' wages, and said to them, do business with these until I return." Luke 19:13. So he called 10 of his servants and gave them 10 minas. In some version, we say about $120 something, and said to them, do business with these until I return. And also another Bible verse in the book of Genesis chapter 1, verse 28. Genesis 1:28, after God created man and made everything, and then the Bible says, and God blessed them. That is Genesis 1:28, and God blessed them and told them to be fruitful, multiply, fill the earth, and subdue it. And how will you multiply? How will you be fruitful and subdue the earth if you have no business? You know, in the Chinese world, they believe in three things. Number one is either you plant a tree, you write a book, or you have a child. Those are their legacy. In the China, I have dealt with a lot of Chinese people, and this is common. You cannot say Chinese person without a child. If they don't have a child, they planted a tree. If not, they've written a book, because they must leave a legacy, something that will be spent through generation. And so for you, that is one of the reasons God expects you to give birth. God expects something to come out of you. God wants you to create something. We are mini gods. We are little creators like God. And he wants you to create something that will have your name outside of your children, something that you yourself can be like, wow, that is my creation. I mean, you see, after God created everything and he looked at everything, that it was beautiful. The same thing with you. If you have a business, you look at it like, wow, this is beautiful. And another reason why you should create a business, have a business, is the sense of fulfillment, sense of accomplishment, a pride that like, wow, me? I mean, that something came out of you. You have something is attached to you. That sense of fulfillment and confidence that comes with it when they are asking business owners, where are you? You can be like, yeah, I'm here. You know, your business can be on the map. They can say, yes, it's been done here in Canada, in Toronto, in New Zealand, in US, wherever it is. And also, when you have a business, you are not restricted by you are not limited by the amount of money you can make. I have been in the corporate environment for so long. And when you work for someone, you are always capped. Every salary, every position has a maximum of what you can make. And once you eat that, that's it. That's it. They have a range. They will say range from 20,000 to 60,000. So, and every year you may get 25 cents, you may get 1 cent. Not everybody will eat the max, but some will almost get there, but it's going to probably take you 40 years to reach the max, because they'll be giving you 25 cents, or maybe if you do well, they give you 3% raise every year. But
with inflation.
Exactly,
with inflation.
yes. So you are really limited. You are really, really limited. You cannot control that. But when you have a business, you can control how much money you can make. For example, look at McDonald's this day. They are pretty much everywhere. People buy their franchise everywhere. That guy, if I thought he's sleeping, is making money. He doesn't, he doesn't need to go to work. He's making money because other people are doing it. Other people are working and he's getting return. So when you are in business, the sky is just the beginning. I'm telling you, I've seen people, if you're making, if on your job you're making $5,000 a month, if you build business and you are consistent and you are faithful, 5,000 can become 10, 15, 20, 50. There is no limit. You can control that. You can control that. So, and another thing is job creation. People through you can be blessed. If you, I mean, having hiring people to work in your company, you are paying them, they're able to feed their family, they're able to keep roof over their head. I mean, you are impacting lives, you are touching lives. Some people are working through you, they're able to pay for their child's college, things like that. I mean, you are helping them in fulfilling their dream. And the last but not the least, depending on the country you are in, the tax benefit. So many things, if you work with a good accountant, so many things in your business you can write off. And this year 2020 in the United States, for those who have business with COVID, when it happens, a lot of them get extra break from the government. If you have a business, if your business is registered, you get extra break, some extra bonus. I know in the United States, some people get from people that just normal maybe working on things like that, I think 600 to 1200. But for those who run business, thousands of dollars, thousands of dollars. Some of them grant that they don't have to pay back. That is the benefit. So, but not limited to that, but so many things. I mean, you'll be able to control your time. You know, you won't have to just, when you work for someone, you're given 2 weeks or 3 weeks vacation. But when you're working for yourself, you can decide you want to go take 1 month vacation. And especially for women, when you have little ones, I mean, you want to be able to control your time. You want to be able to say, you know what? I will put in work during the evening time and during the day I'm with my kids. It allows you flexibility. So that's some of the reason why. Let me know with my time, man, because I know I can talk. I can talk. So let me know. So, and I still have a few more minutes, right?
Yes, you do.
Okay.
You do.
So I want to share some how you can actually start. And I'm going to go through about 9 steps here. So if you're writing things down, you may want to write things down. Number 1 is how to start a profitable business. Number 1, you must have an idea. Have an idea of what you want to do. A lot of people are confused with that. They don't know, okay, what should I be selling? Which product should you be doing? So have an idea for either a product or a service base. Now we have people that make different products. Maybe people that make something like this, people that make whatever it is, water, food, homemade food. So have an idea, what do you want to make? What type of business you want to launch into? Product based, where you make product, or service where you offer your time or other services. And also when you want to start business, these are the things you want to consider. Do you want to start a very brand new business? You want to start a very brand new business that you're starting everything from ground up, or you want to buy a franchise. Not like I share about McDonald's, they have franchise everywhere. Franchise, KFC, Dunkin' Donuts, so many big companies now, they have franchise. Nothing but the cake, so many things. You can buy franchise into those things. Another one, you can buy an existing company. Most of the time, some businesses are always for sale. It may be a dry cleaner place, it may be a washateria, it may be something. Some businesses are always for sale, depending on what you're looking into. So you can buy an existing business, or you can be part of what we call a multi-level marketing or direct sales. There is nothing bad with multi-level marketing or direct sales, as long as you know what you are doing. Everything requires different level of commitment. I have done Mary Kay. Actually, I still do Mary Kay. I mean, I've been doing it for 13, 14 years. I'm not promoting it, but when I started, I was actually promoting it up to like director level. I love the products. Up to today, I'm still using the product. I have few customers that I just kind of like give them reorder. I'm not trying to get new customer, because that is not my venture. But you can consider things like that, because direct sale, most of them are little bit of money to start with. So when I started Mary Kay, there was $100 plus tax. Then you buy your product that you sell. So different things. So you may want to consider direct sales. Nothing bad in it. Just want to know what is required, how much commitment. There is not a quick fix, guys. There is not a quick fix. So don't expect that, oh, you sign up for this and tomorrow you are making 100,000. It's a lot of work. It is a lot. Yes, it is a lot of work. There is no quick fix. So another point is, if your product, if it's product based or it's digital based, you may want to see, are you going to be making those products yourself, or you're going to be contracting somebody to make them for you? So it depends. We have a lot of people that make earpiece, and some people, they make things start from their own house. They bottle it depending on what you make, and you ship it out. I buy a lot of things that people made. I bought some African head wrap, African things. I love it. They make it and they ship it out to me. So I love it. So it depends. What if you want to make product, how do you want to make it? From your garage, from your kitchen table? People always start from there. If you follow Sarah Blakely, the lady that made the Spanx, she started from her bedroom while in college, and then now it's multi-million. I think she's in the billion right now. So it can be that. And if you want to do services, what type of services? So many, and I will share some of the some options there. So let me run down because of time. And once you identify what to do, you want to develop just a simple business plan. It's not something huge, but something simple to keep you accountable, to keep you focused, so you know what you're doing. Business plan. And business plan, I mean, it contains about, okay, what is your objective? What product are you providing? Who are your customers? How will you reach your customers? How will you deliver products to them? If you want to seek for investors, all of those things, they will need your business plan. So business plan, just like course of action, things you need to do, how you started your business, how you're going to market, how you're going to promote, how you're going to deliver, blah, blah, blah. So many things on that. I'm looking at the time because I don't want to take your time. And after that, once you decide which business is, registering your business. Registering your business. Me, I always believe in doing things the right way. God of order. Okay, there is where the Spirit of God is, there is no confusion. God is not a God of confusion. God always like order. So when you want to decide which business you want to in, register your business. I mean, depending on your country or your state, it varies. But I know there are 4 basic ways you can start as a solo person. We call it a solo proprietor. Solo proprietorship, where just you using your name. Here in the United States, you can register as a solo proprietorship. You can register your business with your county, and it goes from $16 to 30 something dollars depending on the county. So at least in the county, they have your business registered. It's about $16. In some countries, I don't know how that goes, but it kind of like link it that you have something registered as a business, and there is no restriction. You can do it. It's just that you and that business, you are one. It's using your social security number for that to process. And the other one, you can do what we call LLC, single member or partnership. LLC here in Texas is $300 to start. That means you register it with the state, and that is a level higher up from the solo proprietorship, because then you have more benefit, and you make more money, and then you can get some protection for, I mean, protecting you, protecting your business and things like that. So it can be one person, you, or you can have somebody, you and your husband, a partner together, you and your friend, you and your family member, somebody, or it can just be you, it doesn't matter. But here in Texas, it's about $300. And you can actually, if you don't want to do it by yourself, you can use all these legal people to register. You can use a LegalZoom, InkFile. And I know there are some other ones that you can use to register for you. They will just charge like an extra $100, $200 to do all of those pieces of work for you. Or you can do another higher level up is C Corp or S Corp. This is more, it's going to cost you more money. And when people are getting into that, I'm like, you need to work with an attorney to help you, because you want them to be able to tell you which one is better, because it depends on how much money you are generating and also your liabilities and things like that. They'll be able to tell you you're going to get more. Usually all of this is just about the tax benefit and the tax bracket, so you know where you are and you can get more of whatever you are putting in. And the last but not the least is non-for-profit. So sometimes people think non-for-profit is not making money. That's a lie. That is a lie. If you have a non-for-profit that you register, you are not making money, even the government can shut you down. The only thing with non-for-profit is when you make profit, you just don't go on a shopping spree and spend the money, things like that. You invest the profit back into the business. After you pay yourself salary, you pay people working, most of the thing you got, your profit is reinvested back in the business. And the thing with charity is a non-for-profit that people can actually donate things for you. And you can buy some things without having to pay taxes depending on your state. So non-for-profit is not that, it doesn't mean that you are not generating profit. It doesn't mean it's totally charity care. It's just that whatever money you make, you are being using it wisely. They just kind of like make you more accountable. So that is on that. And the last part that I will go with here because of time is funding. Funding a business. A lot of business, I think, I don't know if this was from Harvard, that businesses, when they started, like 90% of new business within 2 years shut down. And mostly it's because of funding. That is why it's good to have a very good business plan and also to know where you get funding. Business needs money. It doesn't matter which type of business you start, where you start by yourself, you start from ground up, you're part of a multi-level, direct sales, you buy franchise. Money is required. You're going to need money to be able to sustain your business 3 to 6 months before you begin to get a lot of return back. And that 3 to 6 months is not easy because you have to do a lot of promotion, you have to do a lot of marketing, you have to pay people. So it's a lot. So funding is very, very key if you want your business to be successful. Plan, you can use your personal saving. People always do that. If you're thinking of starting a business in 2021, so this year you may say, you know what, I'm not doing any restaurant eating, I'm not buying extra clothes, I'm not entertainment. All of this money I'm saving in. You can do personal saving and then be able to use that money to start your business, depending on how much money you need. And you can solicit money from friends and families. Friends and families can help. Parents can help. I have seen that a lot of people, their parents are well-to-do. Unfortunately for me, in the United States, I'm an immigrant. My parents are not here, so they could not help me. They could not say, take out a loan on my mortgage to start your business. So, but if you have the flexibility, if you have people, friends and family, you must share the passion, share the business with them, and they'll be able to, ask and help. They can give. I mean, sometimes, with family, things always come in. I always tell people money is a very powerful thing. You want to be very careful if you are getting money from friends and family that you can pay back, okay? Because you don't want to have any strife with your brother because of money.
Yeah.
So money is a really fine area with family. But if you do it wisely, if you know what you're doing, if you can stand your ground and maintain that relationship, your trust, give them back their money, they will love you. But if not, that relationship may be in jeopardy. And you can get loans. If you do your business the right way, if you register it, you open a bank account for your business, and if you are banking with a very good bank, you can request for loan. Most of them, some of the little banks can help you as a small business. But if you are targeting all this big corporation, I'm sorry to say, you may be disappointed. So I tell people, if you are just starting out in business, look for small banks because they will have time for you. They will listen to you and they want to help you. But these big companies, Bank of America, West Fargo, whatever, all these big ones, they're only working with higher corporations, bigger thing. They don't have time for us. So I tell people, get a small banking that is not so big, but they're really very helpful and they can give you loan. If you have been banking with them, they can do loans. And you can do investor. You can look for investors. Most of the time, we have some people who have money and they want to invest. Or you can go on Shark Tank, all these different places to, to deliver a pitch, and you may get people buy into your vision. And also, you may do crowdfunding. A lot of people are doing that. Even on Facebook, you can do GoFundMe for business, crowdfunding. A lot of I think there is one uh, kickback, start back, or something. They have different, so many of them for businesses where you can sign up for, and then they will create like a campaign and send it to your friends, families, and ask people to donate to support you. So those are ways of that you can get funding from your business. But money is required. You need money for your business to run a successful business. So I will stop on that. This is
Wow.
a lot of information, but I will put a stop here and see if anybody have any question, or if
Any questions?
you have question for me, ma'am.
Yeah, so if you have any questions, we can put them in the chat box. If anybody has any questions that we need to ask or that we want to ask, if anybody has any questions, please put in the chat box. We would love to have your questions. Wow, that is a lot of information.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you so much. That is a lot of information. I love the way you started with your story, because the story kind of ties the reason why you started doing business. Because sometimes if stuff doesn't happen to us, we don't have a reason to even go into things. So because that happened to you, you're always going to have that at the back of your mind. And that can help other people as well to say, you know what, I never want to be at this point. I remember that even Lisa Nichols had the same kind of thing, whereby she couldn't buy like diapers for her son. And she told the boy, we would never descend. Mommy will never be this poor ever again. And that was a turning point. She began to plan for her business. So I believe that was a great way to start. You shared a lot of points. Wow, somebody said, wow, great. Awesome information. A lot of information. Thank you so much. So do we have any questions? Does anybody have any questions? If there are no questions, I want you to share with us how we can connect with you. I have to share with us how we can connect with you the most. I know your Instagram handle is because okay, just kind of tell us about you. Tell us the things that you have going so that people can know as well.
Yeah, so I'm on Facebook, Victoria Showumi. I'm on Instagram, V Achievers, because I have another club, Achievers Club for Professional and Career Women. So I have that Facebook group. It's on Facebook, and I have so different things. You can connect with me. You can email me at victoria@victoriashowme.com. That is my email, victoria@victoriashowme.com. On any of those platforms, you can connect with me, check out my website. I know I'm still working on the website. It hasn't been updated for some times, but victoriashowme.com. You can check out victoria@club.com. That is the club that we have. You can DM me. That is my name out there, Victoria Showumi. So I'm a coach and speaker like Miss Alabode here. I'm part of John Maxwell team. So I do speaking, I do coaching, business consulting. Yes, thank you. So I do different things. So you can follow me to know more, but I'm glad to be here. Yeah, so it's like somebody have a question there. So is there an advantage of starting with a business partner? So there are advantages and there are disadvantages. So when you stand with a partner, I always tell people, like I said earlier on, God is the God of order. God wants things done the right way. So if you are going with a partner, with somebody, you both must agree on the level of commitment. There are some business partners that you may have that their commitment is just finances. They're not involved in like you daily operation of the business. All they want to do is to give you the money and then you run it yourself. And in that case, you guys will decide what will be, how you guys share the profit. How will you share the profit?
Mm.
And then there are some partners that you both are working together, running the business together. And when you are running the business together, somebody must be responsible for this and somebody responsible for this. Maybe someone is responsible for daily operation of the business and somebody is responsible for the marketing. And you must agree where we need to make a huge purchase. We must agree on these things together. So usually when it's like partnership, I tell people, you, if it's not you and your husband, if it's you and somebody else, I say you must get an attorney involved, that all of the things each person is responsible for is itemized and signed. Who is responsible to make certain decision? Who is responsible for money person? Who is responsible in huge purchase? Things like that. Because when money is involved, guys, money is very strong and very powerful. And if you
Yep.
have deal with family, friends, money has turned people against each other. That is why you go in for partnership, put things down, let it be legalized, documented, and signed. And everyone must agree to the side of their bargain. If you said, I'm just giving him money and I don't want anything, that means you don't want anything. That means the other person is running the show, doing marketing, doing hiring and firing. That person is in charge. But if you both are together, you decide how much money are you bringing, how much money am I bringing, and how do we split our profit. Is it 50-50? Is it 20-80? It depends, because it depends on what each person is bringing. That would determine. And if you are going to partnership as a child of God, I say, ask God, go with the leading of the Holy Spirit. Where if God said it's okay, if you hear that confirmation within you, that means go ahead. But if you are struggling, if you don't have peace with that decision, I will say, you know what, I want to reconsider. But there is an advantage, because two are better than one. I always love it when husband and wife do things together. It's very good. But if you don't have that, you can always, if God is leading you to somebody, you can always do that. Pray about it and put things in paper.
Okay. There's a comment here that says, I think having an idea and stepping out is very important to start with. And for that question, I like the way you... Yeah, I'll let you finish. You were saying something.
Yes, definitely. An idea and stepping out is very important. I'm telling you. And if I may just share, run through, I have something here, some area that I want to consider if you are thinking about it. Business area to consider is IT. Big one, IT. Support, because here 2020, a lot of people are doing virtual online. They need help with technical, how to log on to Facebook, how to send email, how to use video, how to Zoom. A lot of people need help with that. IT is a big one. If there's an idea there, app development, gaming system, because people are home, they want something to help with that. Entertainment, anything that people can do at home, people are doing. Digital online courses, how to start a business, how to cook, how to make your child stop crying,
how to anything,
how to manage your yes, how to do homeschooling successfully. Things, online courses, people are doing it these days because things have changed. Marketing, delivery. If you can shop for somebody and deliver to their house, go. So those are some ideas. I just kind of like run through that. Food services, ready, you pack and you deliver. You shop for somebody. Yeah, but just start. When you start, the next thing gets better. When God told Moses, time to move, they don't know what is going to happen, but as they are moving, God is giving them the next instructions and is giving them the next lead. You take the first step first. Do the first thing first.
He never gives us the full picture. He doesn't. And also, I wanted to add that if anyone else as well is having other questions, you have a business startup Facebook group. She has a business startup Facebook group, which you can also join. So we'll put the details on the page as well, so that if anybody wants to join, specifically for people for business startups, so that way at least you can meet other people as well that are starting up businesses, so that way you can also collaborate with them as well. So we'll put the details on there. So I just want us to say a big thank you to, I call her Lady V, Lady Victoria. she's first
Thank
lady,
you.
so I call her Lady V. But let's say a big thank you to Victoria Shomi. Thank you so much for being here today, for blessing us, for being, it's just been, oh, thank you so much. Thank you. We are so grateful
Thank
to
you.
you. I'm
Thank
so
you so
grateful
much.
to you. And I want to say for everyone watching, we can't do this if you're not here watching. If you're not here watching the replay, watching the the broadcast as well. So thank you so much that every week you're always here. Thank you so much. So anybody, if you're not here today, you can watch the replay. And another thing is, if you really want to, if you want to be part of doing this as well, you want to share on this forum, please send me a DM. This platform is a collaboration. You know, it's not just about me, it's about all of us. So if you have, like, she has so many ideas that I'm learning from. So I'm like, no, I have to get her here. She has to share on this. So you see, someone says here, thanks, Lady V. Great meeting you on this platform. God bless you. So let's go
Let's
connect with her on
connect. Thank
Facebook. She's
you.
Victoria Show Me. Instagram, we can connect with The Achievers. I will put all the details on the page as well, so everybody can get to see. Thank you so much. And until next week again, when we come back here again, thank you so much to everyone. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.